concedido de 52 segundos. Obstáculos al desempate posterior: 15, 16, 7, 8B, 8C, 9, 12A, 13. Repito: 15, 16, 7, 8BC, 9, 12A, 13. Y jinetes, para su información, para la información, Sofía Larrea, no participan el 1 y el 2, no participan el 1, el 2, el 7, el 22 y el 33. Jinetes, tomen sus precauciones: 1, 2, 7, 22 y 33 no participan. 12:40 jinetes, 12:40.
Well, hello and welcome here to Puebla. It is the final day of competition and another big one coming up here, metre 45 for our international four-star athletes. Total of 30 coming forwards here. You can see those runners and riders on your screen. I'm Adam Cromarty, Anna alongside me today. Anna, we've had some great sport over the last few days here.
Yes, we had incredible weather. The venue is looking amazing and we have a lot of emotions running through the courses in the last few days.
Yeah, yesterday we saw the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup Puebla. That was a great competition. Two made it through to the jump-off, but one great double clear.
Yes, it was great, and also was quite exciting. We can talk about that later, but looking at Sofia winning the classic, and then President winning the World Cup. Here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was great.
It is going to be Sofia Larea who in fact gets us underway here in this one. Sofia Larea B and Overland Z, 11-year-old Zangerside mare. And of course Sofia represents Mexico.
She's been competing like the last few weeks. She started with the this year, this season. She's been doing great, and I think she's quite excited also with the results of this weekend.
Yeah, it's been going really well for her. She's got a nice string of horses at the moment. Overland Z had a good win in San Miguel at the beginning of the year, just about a week and a half ago.
Yes, good start.
But she knows this horse very well. Anderson Lima, our course designer. Time allowed always important. That's set at 76 seconds. I'll give you a quick guided tour of this course as Sofia comes on as our pathfinder. This is fence number 1, the Visit Puebla vertical. As you land here, 9 strides. Brings you down towards another vertical, the red and white there at fence 2. Then we roll back round past the in-out gate there. This is the Oxer at fence 3 coming up, and then as you land, 4 strides, sends you down towards this vertical, just catches that plank there. Left-handed on the bending line, down towards the Oxer at 5, then a real related line coming up here. We come around this corner, bit of a skinny vertical here at 6, and then a normal 5-stride distance, down towards the Oxer at 7, then you've got the option of 7 or 8 here, depending on the horse. And then a very gymnastic triple combination, vertical, Oxer, vertical. 1 stride through the distances there. Sends them back round past the in gate again. And we come down towards fence number 9, the red rail on the top, the cactus fence. He's quite a long 6-stride distance here. Down to the Oxer at 10. And then this vertical will come up a little bit quicker than some of the other fences. As you land 8 or 9 down towards this final line. It's a double Oxer in, 1 stride, vertical, then a short 6-stride distance down towards the last. And I thought that was a great start. I mean, she's just inside the time, 75.57, but that was a shame just to take that single rail there.
Yeah, too bad. That rail came down. The plank.
I think we'll see that come down again, though, as the class progresses. It's so delicate. Really doesn't take much.
And now we have Nicolas Pizarro, our best ranked rider, Mexican best ranked rider in the Longines ranking.
Yeah, ranks 52 in the world at the moment.
Yeah, well, he had 2 great weeks starting the year. He was competing here in Puebla and also in San Miguel.
He's always busy.
Going.
He's always busy.
Well, it's the first time a Mexican rider competes in 2 international events at the same time.
At the same time.
And going back and forward. And he had great results. But he had a chance to compete in ranking competitions. So now he's better ranked.
This is a 9-year-old mare he's got. Centre part of the triple combination comes down there, but you know, this horse fairly new to international competition. made its debut at the end of last year and just had a single rail in the 145 class here about 8 days ago. But Nico's so good with these younger horses and just kind of bringing them along, so the horse will be getting a great education while it's in there. Yeah, and just finishes up on 4 faults, 71.81 and 4 there for Nicolas Pizarro. So 2 tied at the top on 4 faults. Nice young horse though. See that centre part of the triple combination just catches the back bar. That's quite a short 6 strides down to the last, and he really made the distance work for him. Here's another top international rider, someone who we see all over the place, John Perez, Cool Livery Z for Colombia. 9-year-old stallion. Quite a new one to his string, just kind of took up the reins October last year. It's a Spanish rider that had this horse before, but he's getting on quite well with it. He finished 6th in the 145 Grand Prix at San Miguel a week or 2 ago. This is a French-bred horse. I don't have any information on the breeding. If we do, you know, we will give you that. But no breeding information recorded for this one. But immaculately turned out. So our kudos and shout out to all the grooms that work so hard.
Again, the oxer into triple combination.
If you do have a rail and you can finish with a good time, it might be good enough to pick up some prize money today. We'll see just how many clears we're going to end up with when all is said and done. Whoa.
That was the lucky one.
So yeah, we'll finish on the 4 faults today. 75.82, 4 there for John Perez and Cool Livery Z. 9-year-old there. Quick hello to Cecile, who's joined us watching on Facebook Live in Norway. And Vincent Diaz Gomez has said something in Spanish, Anna, so you're gonna have to do this one.
Let's go, Patricio Pascal.
Ah, there we go. I got the Patricio Pascal, but it was the Vamos.
And they're cheering up. It's great to have people around the world cheering.
Absolutely.
For the riders.
If you are watching on FEI YouTube or the FEI Jumping Facebook page, feel free to let us know where you're watching from. You can use the comments box, ask any questions, say good luck to any of these athletes. And on track at the moment, Rodrigo Lambri, another international athlete. Another one with tons of experience, and he rides this one for Follow PS. It's an 11-year-old gelding, by for pleasure, out of a Chaco Blue mare, so certainly bred to jump. Anders Lima's the course designer, and he's one that the riders like, and I think he's done a great job here this weekend.
Actually, yes, the riders love him. He really knows.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
The Mexican riders and also the international riders that compete here in Mexico. And they always say that Anderson is always worried about being aware of what the horses are doing and taking care of them. So, and you can notice that in his designs. Yeah,
absolutely. Just got caught out with that kind of slightly longer 6-stride distance down to 10. But we could easily have had 2 or 3 clears by now. Horses are jumping well, just the odd little mistake here and there, but it finishes up on the 4 faults. 72.50 there for Rodrigo Lambri and for Follow PS. These times will be important for the 4 faulters once we've seen a clear, because that'll start to determine their place on our leaderboard. 26 left to come here.
Now we have Thiago Brown from Argentina. He's one of Nicolas Pizarro's students.
Oh, okay, he's got some great input from him. He's just 21 years of age. A couple of nice horses on the circuit. And Nico actually brought this horse out and gave the horse a nice foundation. Great Britain's Matt Sampson's ridden this horse. He's not ridden it too much, this guy. I think it's probably about their 10th or 11th class together. So in relative terms, still kind of getting to know each other.
No troubles on the plank. Into that, sir.
He jumped.
And here comes the triple combination. Well, no, first the skinny.
That skinny's going to catch a couple. It's all about the preparation for that skinny and the rhythm and how you come out of the corner. This is a horse he jumped in the World Cup yesterday. Yeah, he's going to decide to call it a day there and retires. He's just kind of working on the straightness a little bit coming out of the turn. Patricio Pascal comes next then, 9-year-old by Cantal. Got numero uno lines in this one as well, owned by Paul Chocomol. This is Kamikaze from Mexico. Patricio's had some great horses over the years. And we know Vincent Diaz is shouting out for Patricio on Facebook Live, so he'll be watching this one carefully. Seems to be a lot of greys so far. It's about the third grey we've had. Same fence, we've seen it come down before. 4 stride distances are always a little bit more difficult, you know, 5, 6, 7 stride distances. You really need that adjustability.
And the vertical.
Yeah.
Down.
His day. He's been having some good finishes with this. Jumped to double clear here at this venue last week in the 145. Well, he's going to finish up on 12 jumping, just over that time allowed of 76 seconds as well. So picks up that time fault, making a total of 13. But Patricio will know exactly what he kind of needs to work on and prepare for this horse. He's with the horse every single stride out there. Let's turn next then to Luis Alejandro Plasencia. 20-year-old gelding this one by Cicero Van Pamel. Gigolo from Mexico. The horse that's been around for quite a while.
Our yesterday winner.
Yeah, he was very happy to clinch that World Cup victory.
Yes, he was quite excited. And also with the work he's been doing with his horse, Hobart B. And now we see him with Gigolo. Also having great results with his horses.
This is one that Sofia Larea has ridden quite a bit. And then it went to Luis. Luis gets on with the horse very well. We just missed out on a win in San Miguel a weekend or two ago. But yeah, he had a great trip yesterday in the World Cup, finishing as our only double clear, and then, as has been the kind of tradition here for the last few years, because he won, he ended up getting pool yesterday. But he's dried off now, which is good to see.
Well, he was so excited. He didn't mind.
He didn't mind. I think he's the first one to take off so many layers of clothes before he got thrown in. Most of them end up going in there with their show jackets and the sash and everything still on, but I saw him taking his belt off at one point and got a bit worried. Cheese did stay on.
Well, every year we get more prepared for that.
Exactly.
moment. Now we have towels,
Yeah.
clothes.
And the photographers are all gathered round.
When one photographer got all wet. But yeah, it's a great tradition here. And clear.
That was a really nice clear.
It
What a
was
great weekend.
clear.
He really is having a great campaign here. He gives us that first clear. Luis Alejandro Plasencia of Mexico with Gigolo. Yeah, he'll be happy with that. Horse jumped really nicely in there.
0 puntos, la primera pista libre de esta 1.45 competición para Luis
Vincent says he's watching in Ocala, Florida, where I'll be next weekend for the World Cup. Got a few air miles to do before that, back to LA and then back to the UK and then to Ocala. But I'll see you somewhere next weekend, Vincent, if you're still there. Here's Alberto Sanchez Cozar coming forward next. Akin Del Pinar from Mexico. 9-year-old gelding, this one. Got that first clear now, so we'll look for another to guarantee us a jump off against the clock.
Alberto is a well experimented rider, and he's also been developing horses here in Mexico, and he's also a trainer. So he has a really strong group of students, and he's also a natural here in Puebla. He always comes to this venue.
He's working hard, setting up for these lines. Horse is just a little bit green at times in there. You know, it's 9 years of age, and you can see just that little bit of greenness. It's kind of poking its nose, having a little look around, and he's having to work hard just to continue keeping the horse straight. Catches that as well. There's a lot to look at in this arena today with all the great decoration and the banners, and I think the horse is just a little bit kind of impressed and just catching his eye. And a few of the more unique fences and decorations. But in the end, going to finish up on a total of 12, 74.84 there for Roberto Sanchez Cozar and Akin Del Pinar. The horse really started its international career last May, and it's, you know, probably done about 10 or 11 international classes. This is quite a unique arena, and they really do a good job of decorating it. There's certainly a lot to look at. So 8 gone so far, still just 1 clear, 22 left to come. Carlos Rodolfo Molina Gordillo next. Coming forward with Santa Rosa Dante, a 9-year-old gelding.
Another young horse.
It's nice to see so many young horses coming through, and I'd imagine with this horse's name it was probably bred here in Mexico at the Santa Rosa stud.
Yes. Also, Carlos won in the national championships in the, I think it was 7-year-old class. So he's been working also with young horses and developing them for Santa Rosa too. So
this is a new ride. This is the first weekend he's competed this horse. It was Ana Sofia Lagareta who had the horse.
Well, that's the gossip part, because they've been dating for 2 years.
Ah, there we go.
And they are a great couple, I should say.
And now he's stolen her horse. I wonder if she'll ever get it back. He seems to get on well with this one.
Carlos compete in the Pan American Games or Central American Games, I think Pan American Games, and now I think he's going to try to qualify again this year.
Well, he's certainly got some nice horses to ride, but today finishes up on 3 time faults. He set up for every fence really, really well, and just maybe went a touch wide on 1 or 2 occasions and had to just take a check here and there and add a stride in, and it really does add up so quickly. But it will place him above all of those on 4 faults, so he does head second at the moment with the 1 clear ahead of him.
Now we can see Jerónimo Jimenez from Argentina riding Pampero.
The 16-year-old gelding by Chaco Blue.
Yep. They've been working together, I think, around 2 years. And they have good results together. They also have a 2-star Grand Prix, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he's had some nice wins with this horse, numerous placings, very consistent actually, this one. Rattle coming in, but catches him coming out. Maybe just came in a touch flat there, and I've seen some unlucky rails today actually. Well, I think he might just be tipping his hat and retiring. So he's going to retire here in the first round. Jimenez Herrera, Pampero. So that horse doesn't really need the mileage, 16 years of age. He obviously thought he was out of contention and wants to save that one for another day.
So to this moment, only 1 clear round. Luis Alejandro Plasencia and Gigolo.
Rafael Augusto Olordebarros and Channel PS coming next. The 11-year-old mare by Ingmar. Another one with Chaco Blue lines in there as well. This is an old ride of Andre Torres Hernandez. This rider only brought him out for the first time last month. Another one who we saw in the World Cup yesterday. Just landed a little bit long, and I think it was hard for him to gather everything back. And that's the kind of technical aspect of a 4-stride distance. You don't really have that room. There's some really nice parts out there. I think he just needs to work on that adjustability so that he can land, take a check, and then the horse comes right back to him. Sometimes when he takes a check, the horse just goes a little bit hollow, doesn't maybe listen to him as best as it could, and they end up just having these little kind of careless mistake rails. See him just pulling up there. He maybe felt the horse wasn't listening to him down to the last. He's going to choose to retire there. But it's not a great feeling, you know, when you go to take a check, you want the horse to kind of come back to your hand, and then this one you can see here when he takes the check, it kind of just puts its nose in the air, goes a little bit hollow, and they end up going past the distance. Well, still on that single clear. I think we will have a jump off, though. We've got 19 left to come in this. Fabian Cianis next are our Martin Fierro for Argentina.
Fabian Cejanes.
So close. It's a 9-year-old gelding that he owns and rides.
You were saying about the beautiful course and the obstacles and the design. Quintas Ecu has been developing. They just turned 16 years, the venue, and a couple of years they changed the main arena to arena because it used to be a grass arena. I don't know if you remember that. And then last year they changed the second course to arena too. So. I think riders are grateful about that.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's getting better and better, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It keeps growing every year. It's always nice coming back and seeing what they've done.
You're always welcome, Adam. It's great to have you here.
So this is a 9-year-old. This is probably about its 9th or 10th competition. And it doesn't really look, you know, too phased or anything. It's a really nice little horse, and I think it would have got a nice education in there today, although it finished up on 18. Fabian was right there with him.
Now we have Patricio Pasquel Poe, that it's Patricio Jr. Family name, big family name in the horse jumping here in Mexico.
Oh, absolutely.
Riding Chacolbito PS and 10-year-old gelding.
Yeah, it really is a family of equestrians, and it must be nice to be able to kind of call on each other to kind of talk about the horses and see what they would do in certain situations. Really jumping well off the surface today. There we go, we've got our jump off.
We have a jump off.
74.87. Two great riders heading through. Patricio Pasquel Poe joins Luis Alejandro Plasencia. So 2 clears, both for the home nation as well. And we've still got 17 left to come, edging towards that halfway stage here. Nicola Heinras coming forward next for Denmark. A 19-year-old gelding by Robin Zed, Naranjo. This is a horse that's been part of the sport here for many years.
Nick also rides with the Pascal family.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, he has great results with riding Naranjo that he's been riding for the last few years.
Yeah, always been a very consistent horse, and not 19 years of age now, but still really kind of loving life, loving the job. Nicholas had the ride for quite a while. We saw Francisco Pascal do so many great things with this horse as well. It'd be a nice one to see in the jump off. Yeah, great job. Really nice clear. 71.01. He's clear and safely through. Nicola Heinrich for Denmark. So 2 for Mexico, 1 for Denmark. 3 clears we have with 16 left to come. He rode really nicely down to that final fence as well. He knew the distance was a touch short and he really used that upper body to keep everything balanced and all that energy contained.
And so far the fastest round, I think. Yes. Now we have from Argentina Juan Bautista Piduti riding Colminda, a 10-year-old mare. Piduti ended yesterday in the 3rd place in the classic in the 140 open class.
Really nice and straight through there. So 3 clears we've got. I think we're going to see 7 clears. That's my guess. What do you think?
Well, just to make it more spicy, I'm going to say 8.
You're going to go for 8? Okay.
We have a few riders left, so yeah, 8.
You're going to go for 8. I'm
Yeah.
going to go for 7, but we're going to add one more there, 75.68. Again, just inside that time. Time allowed 76 seconds there for Juan and Colminda, but earning a place in that jump off against the clock. Hi to our audience on YouTube. I think you have joined us a little bit late. I think YouTube was having a bit of a technical issue, but I'm glad that everyone is now back with us on YouTube. And if you are on there, do let us know where you're watching from. If you've got any questions as well, feel free to ask them. It'd be great to hear from you. Let us know that you're there. And our Facebook audience, of course, been with us from the very start, and on Clip My Horse as well. Anyway, Sofia Lorea is next. Crazy Gaupo for
Guapo.
Mexico. Guapo?
Guapo, it means handsome.
Oh, okay. I need to learn that one then. Guapo.
Crazy guapo.
I think my Spanish gets one word better every year.
That's why you should come often.
Well, you should invite me more.
Okay, let's do that.
So we're up to 4 clears, 15 left to come in the first round. Sophia got us underway with her first ride and just had an unlucky rail with that one, so hopefully we'll get her through with this one. It's a 10-year-old Oldenburg. that distance nicely. Round to the final line and then catches the first part of the double. What an unlucky day she's had. 4 with the first horse and 4 faults with the second horse as well. 75, 35 and 4 for Sofia Larea. But nice horse, and boy, it can jump. She's been riding that one since about the end of 2024. And some good finishes, but just the first part of that double today. Already with us and about to get underway, Arturo Parada Vallejo and Bordeaux, Mexico. Another athlete that we saw in the World Cup yesterday. Had a great finish.
I had a chance to talk to him yesterday after the class, and he was saying, well, he has finished 2 times in third and 1 in second, and he's like, I'm going to keep trying until I win. And I think that's great about him. He's also willing to qualify to the Central American Games.
He's an experienced rider. We see him at Spruce Meadows over the summertime.
Yep.
He was there for the Masters tournament last year as well. Had a win with this horse at 3-star level in San Miguel last weekend. Just got to manage this final line here. 1 to come. Time allowed should be fine. No issues there. Yeah, gets it done.
Another clear.
71.97. Arturo Parada Vallejo, 3rd place finish in the World Cup yesterday. And now jumping clear in this first round. So that brings us up to 5 now. 5 clears we have. 13 left here in this first round. Really had to hold for that final fence there. John Perez out there for Colombia. It's an 11-year-old mare by Carrera VDL out of a heartbreaker mare. Chevelle V and VZ for John Perez of Colombia. He's another one who had a horse in with us earlier and just had a rail down. Brand new ride for him though. He brought it out for the first time at San Miguel last weekend. Jumped a couple of classes there and then has joined us here in Puebla. It's a very new horse on his string. But John's ridden so many of them over the years that he can normally adjust quite quickly.
No, today is not going to be the day we're going to see John Perez.
No.
In the jump off.
Oh. Well, jumps nicely down the final line and again, you know, just a touch unlucky in there. Finishes up on the 4 faults, 71.10. So 6 on 4 faults at the moment. 5 clears, 1 on 3. Very gymnastic through the triple combination there. Nicolas Pizarro comes back with another ride, this time Chacalu Blue PS, a 9-year-old mare from Mexico. Always one of the busiest men at the event. You know, he's got tons of pupils here as well that he's coaching, and variety of horses from young ones that are coming up to ones that were in the World Cup yesterday. Oh, has to really hold into there. Come on, Nico. Just this double in the final fence, then we'll have him through. Yeah, he's done it. It's 73.48, it's clear. Combination that finished 4th in the 1m45 Grand Prix here about 7 days ago. So it's on great form. I think that'll be one to watch in the jump off. It's a 9-year-old mare that's just been getting better and better. At the end of last year, finished 3rd in the Grand Prix in Lucia in Monterey, and 4th in that Grand Prix here last week. So yeah, keep an eye on that one when he comes back. Here comes Rodrigo Lambre now with the 11-year-old mare by Talibu Z, Takeoff Daria PS. This is a rider who's ridden to Pan American game level and just a couple down in the Grand Prix here last week. This is a horse he added to his string last year.
In September last year, Rodrigo won the Grand Prix, the 160 Grand Prix with this horse. In Coapexpan, Veracruz.
He's a great rider, Rodrigo.
Yes.
Ah, the front rail on that Oxer just came down. Oh. He might just going to be retiring there. Yeah, looks like he's going to call it a day. Rodrigo Lambre there and Takeoff Daria PS. It was a shame, the horse was jumping really nicely up till that point. It doesn't take much to knock these rails down, it's really light material out there.
Now we have from Mexico Patricio Pascal with his second horse, now Durango PS, an 9-year-old stallion.
His son already through to the jump off. And if he can get through, it'll be super competitive. I think family stops at the gate to the ring. They'll help each other outside the ring. They'll talk about plans, but when they get in here, they're really competitors. think he's going to call it a day as well. Likes to retire there.
Jinete se retira.
Leaves us with 10 left in this first round. 6 clears at the moment.
16 de México tenemos a Mijael Moragrega que monta
Horse can really get off the ground.
Tenemos de Imaginaria Luis Alejandro Plasencia y listo Claude.
Just pulling and pulling a little bit down that line and didn't quite get him back. Miguel? Is that how we pronounce this one? I need your Spanish here.
Mijael Moragrega.
It was close. Miguel.
Mijael.
Portis Mills Paro. Name of the 14-year-old gelding. And Carlos Alvarez owns the horse. Whoa, got lucky coming out of that triple combination there. He was 5th with this horse in the Grand Prix here last week. Some good finishes already in this season, and the end of last year was quite successful for him. Keep an eye on that clock. I think he's going to be okay though. Should be fine. Yeah, pushes through 75.09 inside the time of 76 seconds, so he goes clear. We're up to 7, and we've got 8 left to come.
I think we can make it to the 8.
Up to the 8, you think?
Up to the 8, I think. Well, here comes back Luis Alejandro Plasencia. Now riding Enzo BJX. These 12-year-old gelding, they won this same class 145 at 2 stars Grand Prix in Zapopan, Jalisco. They are from he's from León, Guanajuato. That's his hometown. And in September, they won together 145 class.
And then 5th in the Grand Prix in San Miguel last weekend. Had another couple of good placings there at that same event. But yeah, he's a real talented rider. Gets on well with a variety of horses. This horse quite naturally quick. He does well just containing that energy. Little touch there, really had to sit back and take a check. But he gets his eye in nice and early. As soon as he landed, he noticed he might be a bit too forward, so he took a check. The horse came back to him. I think we might see him do that again down to the last fence here. So it does get a little bit short. Yeah, you can see him just taking that check and saying wait. Yeah, super job. 73.16, so that's a clear. Luis Alejandro Plasencia, Enzo BJX jumps the clear.
And we have 8 to the jump.
We have 8 to the jump off, and he's got 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And he won the World Cup yesterday. He's having a good weekend.
Well, for sure a great weekend for this rider and his horses.
And his horses.
Now we have from Mexico, Claudette Villaiza riding Pinot PD. Now you have to help me with this one.
Pino van de Katasova. for Mexico.
I can help you with the Spanish.
And I'll do the rest.
And you the rest. Yeah,
Okay.
great.
This is one that Juan Pablo Jimenez used to ride. Owned by Salvador Iñate, I think. Oh no, it's owned by Juan Carlos Alvarez. Scrap that, it's actually owned by this rider. We got there eventually. Ah, it just catches that front rail. There's a lot of nice young talent coming through the grades here in Mexico. Oh, just got a bit sticky. First part comes down, we're up to 16. And just a little bit over that time as well. So 16 for jumping, couple of time faults, 18 in total. 77.90 there. Just a handful left to come, an exciting jump off to follow as well. Don't forget, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, do hit that share button, let all your friends know that they can enjoy the action. And if you've got any questions, you just want to say hello, tell us where you're watching from, it would be great to hear from you. As we get down here to our final 5. Nicole Velasco Magana coming forward next with FC Ocarla, the 16-year-old mare. This one, it's got Verdi lines in there, it's got Indoctro lines as well. The younger rider. One that's been to the North American Youth Championships in the past. This is a horse she took to the Youth Championships a few years ago. They've been together a while, this pair. They were second in the 140 Classic here last weekend. Nice active forward rhythm here. One to come. She did an amazing job, probably the youngest athlete in the competition today, and ends up on the clear round, 71.95. So up to 9 clears then. Going to be a good jump off.
It's going to be it.
Might even get 1 or 2 more through to that jump off. Here's Patricio Pascalpo coming forward next with Caba Blue. He's already got 1 into the jump off. Now looks to take a second. This is a horse he took to the North American Youth Championships in 24 and picked up a team silver medal. He's 21 years of age. We saw him at Spruce Meadows with a horse last summer with lots of top 10 finishes and just missed out on a win there. Horse jumped his first World Cup yesterday. So in theory this should be easy for him today after that, because World Cup yesterday was quite kind of meaty and technical. But there's still a few tricky lines out there today, and Anderson does a good job of making the athletes think. You know, there's nothing trappy, nothing difficult for the horses, but he certainly makes the riders think. No issues there. Horse looks very adjustable, very rideable.
Another clear round.
Another one.
And another horse to the jump off for Patricio Pascal Paul.
Yeah, he's got 2 in the jump off, a bit like Luis Alejandro Plasencia. 10 in total. Hi to Elza Lover from the Netherlands watching on YouTube. Good to have you with us. And Mondararima, I probably got your YouTube handle wrong there, but hope you know who you are, and hello to you. Hi to Lana watching on YouTube as well. And over on Facebook, Maria's joined us watching in Poland. Bet it's a bit cooler in Poland than it is here. Fabian Cianis coming forward next with Tican Lucia. Lucia, another big stud here in Mexico, produces a lot of horses. But this is an athlete who's represented his country at the Tokyo Olympic Games, and he had this horse in spring last year. Been building up consistency at 140, 145 level, and then had jumped 1 meter 60 competition before yesterday's World Cup, and then brought the horse into the World Cup yesterday. Has a good amount of experience. Recovered well out of the triple combination there. Fast 4 faults could pick up some prize money, but you've got to be faster than 71.10. Otherwise, it's all the clears. And then Molina Gordillo on 3 that make up our 12 placings in this one. Eight for jumping takes down the final fence. The last one comes down. Got a bit of time as well, so in total it becomes to 11, 78, 32 and 11 here in the first round. 3 left to come. 10 clears. You can see him opening up his left hand and trying to keep the horse straight down that line, and then just kind of checked down to the last and didn't quite get that perfect kind of takeoff point. Alberto Sanchez Cozar, first to the final 3 here. This is a 10-year-old gelding. Abril Labachachu. Represents Mexico. Some real fast ones through to that jump off though. It's going to be exciting when we get there. If this one gets through, it's quite naturally quick. This is a rider who's represented his country at championship level. Got a couple of nice horses on the international circuit at the minute. This is one that he's just been bringing up through the grades. Again, just having that one rail. Oh, really had to make a quick check there. Quick change of plan into the vertical. He'll just use this corner to rebalance. Wow. We had plan A, B and C there, but we didn't quite manage to get them. And he knew he was out of contention anyway, so he just pops in that circle, gets rebalanced, gets organised, and then comes back round. So it really has to say wait down to the last there. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of jumping in a bit of time. It's going to come to a total of 20. 87.48 there for Alberto Sanchez Cozar of Mexico. Well, just two now. Two left to come.
Two left to come. We have Arturo Parada with his second horse, Montfautren. This 9-year-old gelding. They won at La Silla last year, the Grand Prix, the 160 Grand Prix together. And I think last week in San Miguel de Allende.
Yeah, that was right at the end of the year in Lucia. He won that 160. And for a 9-year-old, you know, that's quite a feat. Horse has a lot of energy. And Arturo manages just to contain that. Tries to keep that front end nice and light. Got to get round towards this final line.
Arturo's also known for being a fast rider.
And he's
I
going to
think
have
we're
a
going
good
to
draw.
see that on the clock.
Yeah, pushes on through 70.82. Horse just naturally quick, so he is actually the of the clears in the first round. You know, that's just an out of interest thing. It doesn't really make any difference as long as he's clear, but it gives you an indication, I think, of his ground speed. You know, when we get to that jump off.
So we have 11
Yeah, 11 clears.
clears.
One left to go.
And
I think
and it's Javiera Maurer. Javiera Maurer Butch riding
Chatinsky, PS. Yeah, she was the winner here of one of the opening classes back on Thursday, the qualifier for the World Cup. She didn't actually compete in the World Cup. She's still getting that kind of mileage and that ring time. I think we might see her in that next year, though. But certainly having a very good week, and it was a great jump off the other day on Thursday, and she was the fastest of the pack. At the moment, I think my money would be on Alberto, who we just saw. Sorry, Arturo, who we just saw in the jump off. But you know, if she can come last, who knows? That would be a great week if she can take 2 wins.
Well, Javiera and Chatinsky won their first 2-star Grand Prix back in August last year in this big. It's an event here in Mexico. It's a charity competition.
Ah, okay.
It's this event is supported by the Mexican Federation.
She did well coming into that triple combination. They were having a bit of a conversation down there, then she just sat nice and quiet, and horse jumped really well through. This horse can really get off the ground. Whoa, that was unexpected today. Seems like this didn't quite get their eye in and just drifted out that side door. You've got kind of 8 or 9 strides as you land there, depending on the horse you're on, but the horse didn't quite lock on. I don't know if he's maybe looking at the fence next to it. It's not being jumped. Gets organised, gets back round. Well, up until that point, I mean, it was jumping foot perfect in there. But she's taken a lot away this week. You know, she had that big win here on Thursday against some of the best in the country, and so I think she still had a very good weekend there. That great young talent, just 19 years of age. Well, there we go. That concludes our first round. We've got 11 clears coming back for the jump off against the clock. You can see those clear rounds on your screen, and of course they will come back in the same order as they jump clear in the first round, so they do retain that draw as they head forward into the jump off. And some quick ones on there. Who's your money on? I'm going for Arturo Parado with that second horse of his. Who do you think?
Anything can happen.
Anything could happen.
Anything
Okay.
can happen. Well, we have great riders, and Luis Alejandro Plasencia is having a great weekend, and I think also like being that happy, you know, like with all that energy he had yesterday, but we never know.
We never know. You'd be like a politician. Well, we're going to get ready for that jump off against the clock. Our course designers will do their thing, and then we'll be back underway here in just a couple of minutes' time. So do stay with us as we return for that jump off in a couple of minutes.
Existen lugares que te hacen sentir vivo, lugares que no solo recuerdas, lugares que no son que no olvidas. Existen lugares a los que no solo se viaja, lugares donde la tierra respira contigo, lugares que los espíritus es una experiencia que llena cada parte de ti. Aquí sientes la libertad y compartes lo mismo. Es el latido que te llama, que te sacude. Es el latido que te recuerda que eres
Well, the stage is set, we're ready. It is jump-off time here for our final competition in Puebla. Some great sport in the first round, 11 coming back for that jump-off against the clock. Of course, we'll give you a tour of that jump-off as we get the first partnership on course. But good luck to all our athletes who are involved here in this one. We know it's going to be very quick indeed, and they will be coming back in the same order as they went clear in the first round. Time allowed in the jump-off set at 52 seconds. Hopefully we won't need that time allowed though, because they're going to be going pretty fast, I would think. Luis Alejandro Plasencia getting us underway. Gigolo from Mexico. Luis has got 2 horses here in the jump-off. So he'll be having a quick changeover shortly and be back with that other one towards the end. But in the jump-off we're going to be starting over fence number 15. So this is a new fence, we didn't see it in the first round. Just on the long side here, the La Union vertical, red and white. As soon as they land there, round towards fence number 16, another new fence going in across the centre there. And then it's round to fence 7, this Oxer. And then down to the final 2 parts, the triple combination. So that's the Oxer at B, 1 stride, vertical at C. Trying to turn through the air and just catches that. Fence 9's next in the jump-off, vertical in the middle. Oh, I think he has chosen to retire, I think, yeah. So Luis Alejandro Plasencia and Gigolo elect to retire. Again, that's an older horse, that one, 20 years of age. So I think as soon as he knows he's not in contention, he'll probably decide to save that one.
Yeah, and now we have our second rider in the ring, Patricio Pasquel Po.
Another one with 2 horses here. So we'll complete our little tour of the jump-off when he gets to that point.
Chacolbido PS.
Another one for the home nation. This horse naturally quick across the ground. It's a good angle to start with, sets him up here. Little adjustment down that line. Oh, I think he just had that vertical down. Just having to kind of fight a little bit down that line. But they know how many's in this jump off, and they know there's some fast ones towards the end, so they're really trying to put that pressure on. And finishing in the same place here in the jump off. So a couple down, 38.85, total of 8 there for Patricio Pascal and Chacovita PS. 38.5, good time. He was just carrying quite a lot of energy as he came into that double there, and then seemed having to work a little bit down towards the last, but certainly gets that done nicely. So 9 left to come, no double clears as yet. Behind us here in Naranjo, very experienced partnership. Naranjo 19 years of age, but I don't think anyone's told Naranjo that he's getting older. He still gets very excited in the ring, loves to be in the ring, loves to be competing. Nice roll back in here. Keeps that upper body nice and light. Not wasting any time in here. That's really slick coming back. And opens up down to the last. Gets the double clear, 36.54. That is going to be the time to catch here. First double clear comes from Denmark. Nicola Heinross. Naranjo sets a standard. Great to see that horse still out there, still competing and still being very successful. Really took one out down to the last here. Nicely done. What do you think? Can anyone catch him?
I'm not sure. That was a quite fast.
It was.
jump off.
Very quick.
Put some pressure on the other riders.
Juan Bautista
Juan Bautista Piduti from Argentina.
with Calminda. Well, they've now got something to chase. 36.54 at the top of that leaderboard. Because all these horses at different stages in their career, they've all got different plans as they come into the ring. But he's been quite economic with these turns so far. Wow. Just had a slight miscommunication coming in there. Well, finishes up on 4 faults, 39.50. Started off with some good economic turns and then just a little miscommunication coming in here. Goes a bit long and then catches the back bar. 7 left to come, 4 gone so far. 1 double clear, that's how things stand at this stage. Arturo Parada Vallejo comes forward next with Bordeaux. For Mexico. This horse looks like he's ready to go. Like a coiled spring.
Well, as I was saying earlier, Arturo, it's known as a rider that likes speed.
He's like a motorbike coming around here. Maybe just lost a little bit of time in that turn though. He tried to keep the pace. He certainly wants to win though. Tight back to here. Catches that front rail. He's going to be on the time though. Let's have a look. 36.33. Yeah, he was faster for sure. But just catches the rail today, so that goes into second. You see him as he's turned through that right rein, just lost the left shoulder a little bit, so I think he could have been even faster there. And here just gets a little bit tight and maybe just doesn't quite straighten up in that last stride. So still on the 1 double clear. We know the time can be beaten now though. But can they do it and leave the fences up? Nicolas Pizarro about to be underway with Chacula Bleu PS. Nico's been on good form already this year. Hi to Bart, who's watching on Facebook Live, as well as Maria. Not sure where Maria's watching from, but we've got Leonida watching from Florida, down in the USA, or up in the USA. My geography's terrible.
So here comes Nico.
He would normally be very competitive. Again, depending on the horse he's on and what stage in its training the horse is at. Opening up where he can. Get through the double. Lets the horse land before he turns. He is up on the clock at the minute. 1/10 of a second in it. But Nicola is really slick back to here. Let's see, he's going to have to push on down this final line. Not going to be quite quick enough. Ends up 38.77 there. Nicolas Pizarro and Chacula Blue PS. But, you know, that's just a 9-year-old, still very much learning its job and, you know, getting the experience in the jump off, where Nicola Heinross is on such an experienced horse at the other end of its career and could really just kind of turn so tight, and could also sort of like turn through the air as well. You could see his Nico landed out of the double. He really had to kind of let the horse finish its jump, land, take a stride and then turn. So Nicola Heinross still leads, 36.54, still at the top of our leaderboard.
And now we have Mijael Moragrega riding Puertas del Esparo.
Another one from Mexico. Yeah, Mexico well represented here. Didn't waste any time in that turn, kept that forward momentum. Yeah, half a second quicker. People at the gate already whistling, telling him, come on, keep moving, keep travelling. Sets up, oh, get up there. And then push down to that last. Gotta fly. Jumps the last, pushes through. Has he done it? 36.45, straight to the top. That was a great round.
Yeah, it was a great round.
He was thinking about that right-handed turn there, and boy, he got his leg on down to here.
Well, that's a quite impressive closure.
That
last line.
Absolutely. So he's faster, he's on top, 36.45 to beat. Remember, we saw Arturo Parada Viejo on 36.33, that was even faster, so it's certainly doable. This is Nicole Velasco Magana. FC Ocarla, horse that she knows very well, one that she's taken to the North American Youth Championships in the past. I think she'll be quite competitive out there today. It's nice coming in with a horse that you know so well. She goes. Again, getting that nice angle, kind of slicing across the vertical a little bit. Oh, really tight back here. You can see that relationship she has with this horse. They've got trust in each other. Again, just anticipating that right-handed turn a little bit. Didn't manage to quite finish the jump in time. But, you know, pressure's on. She knew she had to take all the risks today. Just a little bit of that pressure as well, coming down to that last fence. See what she decides to do. Yeah, gives her signal and elects to retire. Again, you know, she knows the horse very well. They've done so much together, and it's nice and slick through there. And coming out of here, she just didn't manage to quite finish that jump. She was really kind of turning through the air and just caught the rail.
We have 2 more to go. I think Luis Alejandro Plasencia is coming back with his second horse.
I think we've still got Patricio and then Arturo Parada Viejo with another horse as well. So I think 3 left to come back here. Of course, those with a couple of horses need that extra time just to complete that warm-up. The other riders have elected to move ahead to give them that time. But at the moment, it is Mijael Moragrega.
Moragrega.
So close. Sure, that's what I said. Moragrega,
Yeah.
who leads the way, 36.45. Nicola Heinross in second, and Nico Pizarro sitting in third at this stage.
And for sure, we know we can still watch a faster round because Arturo Parada was a little bit quite faster.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, over 1/10 of a second faster. And he's got another horse to come, and we know he's going to be flying with that one too. So I'm not convinced we've seen our winner yet. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, there might just be a short pause while the next rider completes their warm-up with his second horse. And we'll be back underway here. Having a look over on the YouTube channel. Hi to Lost NTX. Enjoying the live stream. Hi to Gunter Betchold, who said something in German, and my German's almost as good as my Spanish. So I have no idea what you said. But good to have you with us anyway. Hi to Lana, who loves the grey horses as well. Focus Lady says, nice to see show jumping in Puebla. Hi to Teizan, who's watching in Italy. And Pony Pony says, how many are in the jump off? We ended up with 11. We've got 3 left to go. Laura's watching in Backcliff, Texas on the Gulf Coast. Lana's in North Georgia. Sue's in Wisconsin. Hi to Poppy Pony, or Pony Pony, who's watching in Ireland. Ahmed is watching in Morocco. Katrina Hardman is watching from England, where I'll be heading back to tomorrow. Easy Lovers watching in the Netherlands. Good to have you all with us. Enjoying the action here on the FEI YouTube channel, on the FEI Jumping Facebook page, and of course on Clip My Horse as well. And you've got 3 left to come. 3 very fast combinations left to feature here. Don't think this is over. And some great jump material here. You can see is it the Day of the Dead? That fence we can see in the middle of the screen there? Is that what it's called?
Day of the Dead, yeah. Calaveras.
Sure.
Sure. Catrinas.
It reminds me of that Disney film. Have you seen that Disney film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah, Coco. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it, which is why I went with that Disney film, but yeah, Coco. That's the Coco fence. That's what we're going to call it.
The Coco Mariachi fence.
Yeah. Hi to Hubert, who says he's watching from Malta. Right, Daisy Craft tuning in as well from New Zealand.
New Zealand, great.
People from all over the world enjoying the action here in Puebla, Mexico.
Well, they are all invited.
Absolutely. Come and enjoy the hospitality.
Yeah.
It's one thing Mexico does really well is the hospitality. Everyone's made to feel really welcome here.
Well, it's great to have you. Well, we love to have people from around the world here. And also, I don't know if you had a chance to go around Puebla and get to know a little bit of
Never.
the place. Never?
I've been coming here about 4 or 5 years.
5 years.
Next year.
Okay. I'll be your tourist guide.
Absolutely.
I promise.
What's the big things to see here in Puebla?
Well, Puebla is well known for 2 things. I think it's the city with the most churches. Many churches are around though, and with different styles and things. But you can see a church in one corner and another one in the next one.
In the next corner.
But also the food.
Okay.
The food. Mole poblano, great. Well, all the food here is great.
It's got McDonald's, KFC?
No.
No? Okay.
Traditional food, Mexican food.
Well, we pick up the action once again here. 3 left to go in our jump off. Quick hello to Me Pauling, who's watching in Buchanan in West Virginia, USA. This is Luis Alejandro Plasencia coming forward here with Enzo. He's having a look at that roll back turn, getting the horse's eye in, getting organised. I think this one's going to be quite quick. He's got to try and be faster than 36.45. Start Starting at a good pace and looking for that left-hand slice. Nice over there. Just set up a little bit for the double there. Oh, he's a touch slower. See how tight you can come back to here. And pushes down to the last. Not going to be quite fast enough with this one. Finishes in 39.29. Still a nice double clear here today though. Finishing his campaign in Puebla. Heading into 4th place.
For sure a great weekend for Luis Alejandro.
Absolutely, winning the World Cup, jumping some nice double clears as well, and yeah, he's got some great horses at the moment. Well, that leaves just 2 left to come then. I'm sure our current leader's a little bit nervous at the moment, knowing that there's 2 fast ones left to chase him.
Patricio Pascal Bull with Caba Blue from Mexico.
From Mexico.
From Mexico.
He's going to be fast, and then Arturo Prada Vallejo is going to come in and just fly around here. Let's see if he can leave the rails up though. Right, here comes Patricio on track. Horse has got quite a long stride. Doesn't waste too much in this turn. So like about 17.52 as he comes out of here. Oh, he's had a rail, it could have come down. He was faster as well. But you know, fast 4 faults could still get you into 5th. So you got to stick to that plan to keep moving forward. And it is just the 4 faults, 37.80. It's a touch slower, but I think if that rail had stayed up, I think he'd have been a bit quicker down that final line. I think he kind of took the pressure off a little bit when he knew he had a rail. So he's the 2nd fastest 4 fault round, heads into 6th place with 1 left. So still going to get some good prize money today.
So here comes the moment of truth.
Absolutely.
Arturo Parada Vallejo riding Montfaucon.
See, see, bien. Yeah, he's going to fly around here.
For sure.
36.45 to beat. Has Michal done enough? He's off and running. Here we go. Good angle over the first, sets him up here. And this horse just naturally quick, huge big stride. It goes a little bit wide in this turn, but doesn't take the foot off. But there we go, it's all over. He knew he had to be quite quick, but horse just gets a little bit kind of long and strung out. Well, finishes up on the 8 faults, 40.93. Arturo Parada Vallejo will finish in 9th place here today. Just got a little bit disorganized around that turn, and then kind of the wheels came off a little bit. But 4 good double clears. And of course, congratulations to Michael Morigregra.
Michael Moragrega, yeah, our winner today in this 145 class, riding Puertas Mil Esparo. 2nd from Denmark, Nicolai Hein with Naranjo. And 3rd, Nicolas Pizarro, Chacalua, Blue PS.
Yes.
And well, Luis Alejandro Plasencia, that I think he's going to be
Yeah, I think he should still be happy. He's had a good
for
weekend.
Sure. And a double clear round with Enzo BJX. So, yeah.
It was a great competition.
That was fast.
It went so quickly today.
Yeah. Well, Thank you, Adam, for having me.
Thank
It was
you.
great to be sitting here next to you.
It's always nice to get that kind of local knowledge, and also someone here who can correct my Spanish pronunciations. So yeah, always a pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you again next time here.
Hope to see you soon back here and to have time to go and get to know Puebla a little bit more.
Absolutely. Find that local McDonald's.
I'm going to the prize giving ceremony.
Okay.
But thank you again.
Thank you. Thanks for
And,
joining us.
Safe travels.
Thank you. We'll see you again very soon.
Hope so.
Big thank you to everyone who's watching online as well. We are getting set and ready for that prize giving ceremony. Getting ready to congratulate our top athletes as they return centre stage for the prize giving here. A huge thank you to everyone who's joined us on the FEI YouTube channel, on the FEI Jumping Facebook page, and of course on Clip My Horse as well. But that brings the sport to a close here in Puebla. We hope you've enjoyed the coverage over the last few days here, and we hope to see you back very, very soon. And of course, for those that are enjoying the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup North American League, we saw a leg of that yesterday here. I'll be in Ocala next weekend, next Saturday, joined once again by Katie Stazak as we get ready to take you through the final step in the journey on the North American League as we get ready for the World Cup finals in Fort Worth, Texas. So I'll let you enjoy that prize giving ceremony as we hand back over to the arena team. But again, from me, Adam Cromarty, and the whole team here in Puebla, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again very soon.
Liderada por Domingo Martínez en el sonido, Juanito en la empresa Estrada, en la tecnológica, y a todo el personal de Quintas Ecu, mil gracias personal, y obviamente a nuestros participantes en estas 2 semanas de competencia. Nos acompañan en esta premiación Montserrat Mora Grega, el señor Carlos Agenbeck y el señor Jorge Nasser. Vamos a proceder a la ceremonia de premiación de esta 145 Open Class que clausura este 4 estrellas esta segunda semana de competencia. El quinto lugar se lo llevó México, Arturo Parada Vallejo, que montó a bordo. Les recuerdo pasar por los pasaportes, a todos los jinetes, pasaportes en la oficina. El cuarto lugar se lo lleva México, Luis Alejandro Plasencia, que montó a Enzo BJX. Y nos vamos al podium. El tercer lugar para México, Nicolás Pizarro Suárez, que montó a Chacalúa Blue PS. Le pido al caballerango de Chacalúa se acerque, por favor. Segundo lugar para Dinamarca, Nicolás Heinrus, que montó a Naranjo. Le voy a pedir al caballerango de Naranjo se acerque. Y el ganador de esta 145 Class de México, Mijael Moragrega, que montó a Puertas Miles Paro. Le voy a pedir al caballerango de Puertas Miles Paro se acerque. Y bien, ya solo espero que pasen al podio Mijael, Nicolás y Nicolás Pizarro Suárez. Aquí están nuestros ganadores de esta 145 Open Class y le vamos a pedir al público se ponga de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de México en honor a Mijael Moragrega. Gracias. Y ahora sí vamos a proceder a la entrega de los trofeos que los acreditan como los ganadores en este CSI 4 estrellas. Gavilla también les entrega un regalo especial a nuestros ganadores. Aquí va la foto del recuerdo. Y bien, le van a dar a nuestros ganadores el vino espumoso La Vista para que brinden con Mijael por el triunfo en este 4 estrellas aquí en Quintas Ecu. Y bueno, si sobra algo, salud, jinetes. Una vez que hicieron el brindis, vamos a esperar que Mijael, Nicolás y Nicolai pasen a montarse para que Mijael encabece la vuelta de la victoria. Le agradecemos al señor Carlos Agenbeck y al señor Jorge Nasser y a Montserrat Moragrega el que nos hayan hecho el honor de premiar esta prueba. Y solo espero que Nicolás se monte. Mijael, ¿estás listo? ¡Vámonos! Aquí vienen los ganadores de esta 145 Open Class. Mijael Moragrega, Nicolai Heinruz, Nicolás Pizarro Suárez, Luis Alejandro Plasencia y Arturo Parada Vallejo. Ahí te va, Mijael, para cerrar esta semana de competencia. Ganador de esta 145 Open Class del CSI 4 estrellas de México, Mijael Moragrega.